Okay, this is not gonna be like a homosexual porn, just to let everybody know in advance. We are going to talk about conspiracy theories, and today we are with my friend Mauricio.
Hello.
He's from the community Baltanet, and we were talking today in the group call in the morning, and he mentioned something that really caught my attention. It's like some technique to modify society in a bad way. So please, Mauricio, can you explain?
Well, really simple. This is about the overtone window that I learned a couple of days ago.
How do you write overtone?
Like overtone. Just like that.
Over como chica, ¿no?
Yeah.
Over y ton como ton de lengua o ton qué?
Tone, T-O-N.
Okay. So it's overtone. If you want to do the research, the overtone window, right?
Yeah.
Overtone window.
Yeah, it's a political mechanism to change different ideas. Maybe insane ideas to be normal. Or it's a path.
Let's try to do like an example so everybody can understand. What is an example of a crazy idea?
Well, something that came to my mind is killing your own babies, right?
Okay.
Something that in long years or in long times it was sacrifices, right?
Okay, yeah. So the abortion thing.
Yeah, and now it's normal because of the abortion, and why they accomplished to be normal in these days, because they changed the language, they changed the words. If you say kill your baby, it sounds bad, but if you say something like
freedom for women.
Yeah, it's your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, right? It's like we are not killing babies; we are giving freedom to women to select.
Yeah, and by the way, a lot of freedom is not too good, right?
Yeah, totally.
People or human being needs limitations.
If we talk about the stupid people, right? If you give a lot of freedom to stupid people, they are going to use it in the wrong way. So we are talking that the language, right, play a role there.
Yeah. Well, another example for let's say a marriage with the same sex.
Okay.
It was always men and women, always. But right now they say no, you can marry with the same sex.
That's why they use the word partner.
Yeah.
You check. They don't use wife and husband. They use partner because partner is like any sex, right? And also when you talk about the gays or the guys, right? In the Bible they call it abomination. They don't say gay. So it's abomination is like putting your member within the man cheek. So interesting.
Another example, I don't know what you think about immigration.
Immigration.
Yeah, immigration. Let's say.
Are you xenophobic?
Let's see how is Europe right now. Right now it's fucked up.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
totally.
people there, and I'm not against to visit other places, but if there's no laws or there's no rules to go in, that place start to collapse, right?
It's like a house, right? Like when you, for example, if you have a friend that visits your house, you can receive the friend from one day. But let's say that the friend stays for 1 month. After the second, third day, you start to see all the annoying part, right?
Yeah, and you obviously you need to give the permissions to come in your house. No?
In the house, right?
Yeah.
To come in the house.
Not anyone.
That's abomination. Talking about
and those three topics are about religion as well, because the religions teach you, the Bible teach you not to kill.
Yeah.
You not to what's the other? You have to be man and woman always.
Yes.
So what are they doing in the backstage? They're trying to kill God first. Because if they kill God, they can. We don't have anything to believe. So if they don't have a belief support,
there's no something greater, right?
Yeah, exactly. They want to kill us, and how they want to kill us? Kill our humanity. They trying to convert us to, let's say, robots or something else different from humans.
Now that you mentioned that, I think that also they play with the perception, because, for example, if you analyze a teenager, what is more compelling for a teenager, to watch 30 minutes of TikTok or to go to the church? I know you see that. So, and by the way, it's like the church, the way that they give the stories is boring as fuck. So you have that. Plus, it's like the priest sometimes is not updated with the trends. So that the priest is lost So it's like they are not getting the new generations.
Not at all. Well, actually, the generation are actually hypnotized with the technology, with the bad technology. Well, I don't know what you think, but technology right now, instead of making us smarter, they are making stupid. Stupider. Yeah. So that what we need is like a fasting of technology. That's what I told you.
By the way, in the morning he told me, how can we increase our awareness? Do you think it's by applying technology fasting? Thank you for answering your own question. The best part, when people ask again, everybody should be like that, by the way. But yeah, totally like fasting, right? How much is too much? What do you think about the death of the laptop? It's something that I'm trying to work on. It's like, maybe you know because you're a tech guy, but I don't know if you have seen like average people that are using less PC now.
Let me give you a really example. I have a sister and she bought a laptop 2 years ago, and since she bought it, she never used it. She used her phone more, or he used the TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think only people that works use the laptop, but normal people, I mean the average person here, no, they are not using.
But what about, because that story, I heard that story all the time, but what about the curiosity? I don't know, you have this, you have curiosity, you go to the laptop to research something. It's like somehow these elites manage to kill curiosity.
Yeah, because they want to, I think, how do you say, they monopolize the information within applications such as TikTok or Instagram. So you don't search anymore, just search on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I mean that works sometimes, but right now for common sense, they are not asking by themselves, or they're not asking to their friends. They are going to TikTok or.
You know, when you mention common sense, remember today in the morning we were talking about how to spot lies, how to know if someone is lying. The more common sense that you have, you can spot lies, because yeah, that's a lie, right? But as you talk, if you reduce the common sense of people, now lies are more digestible.
Yeah, exactly, and that's easier to how do you say engañar? To
Shit.
Ah.
Not shit, but shit. To shit like
to cheat people and cheating your wife, cheating everyone. So yeah, we're doomed right now. But I think if obviously there is a way we can save us, is to, as mentioned, decrease the amount of time you are on technology, but increase the time you speak with people, into communities.
And by the way, that's an interesting way to break the algorithm, right? Because the algorithm is tailored for you. So by you speaking with another person, you're breaking your algorithm, because and the different people that you interact now, the more insight that you have to compare. Especially, and there are topics that becomes harder to share. For example, political topics, right? Sometimes you're talking with the family, and someone in the family breaks your balls. So we need to be able to resist that kick in the balls. You know, you need to just solve and enjoy the kick. But continue, please.
Okay. Obviously, if you want to change the world, everyone knows that right now the society is really fucked up. But how we can change it, and I think the best way is first change ourselves first. And I think there's a lot of people with mental barriers, right? Or do you use
mental barriers, right?
Yeah, mental barriers or
mental
mentales.
The mental calm or the mental jerk off, right? So so unnecessary shit going on in the mind. Yeah.
Yeah. For example, one of them is the fear of failure. I think that's
the fear, right?
The fear.
The fear of failure.
The fear of failure is something that one of a lot of reasons why we cannot accomplish or be better as a person.
Do you think it's the fear of failure, or also is the fear of judgment from people after you fail?
Yeah, of course.
Together, right?
I mean, because if you fail, you receive
the boost.
Exactly. That's the response of failure. And I heard something really nice, that it was from Steve Jobs, that says, I mean, if you're afraid to fail, you won't get very far. So that's why there's a lot of poor people here, and not talking about money, I mean poor in the mind, in knowledge.
Tend to be connected, right?
Yeah, of course.
In the long term, tend to be connected. Before I forget, you mentioned Steve Jobs. He said, if you want to connect the dots, you need to go to the past, because you cannot connect future dots. You need to first, go to the past and kind of extend. But at the same time, if you want to see the future, sometimes you need to disconnect from the past. But there's something there. This guy, Steve Jobs, was one that he didn't give a fuck about the customer opinion. He always think that his opinion was better than the customer.
Yeah. I mean, he tried always to give the most impressed presentation, right? But I mean, he was really smart as fuck, right?
Have you studied his speech?
No. Actually, I started looking at that.
Yeah.
But I'll do it in the future. Maybe we can analyze his speech.
I know that. I want to give something in advance for people. Always when he started his presentation, we have been working on this project for more than 3 years without taking a rest. So always that's how he started his speech, saying that this is something that we work a lot. Oh, what could be, right? And always try to. What he did is trying to hook the attention. It's like, this is going to. Like, it's going to change the world. So even if it's like a fucking iPod, this is going to change the world. So always this like bending reality thing. Okay, let's continue. Sorry to.
Yeah, I mean, he was his technique of selling his idea, right? Because he has his team, but he doesn't give a fuck about his wellness because he wants to give the product just in time, exactly as he wants, right? But well, going back to failure, I think people are really afraid of that, or maybe not go on diet or doing exercise because they don't think they have the results at the time they think. But I think there are ways to, ways to
accomplish without destroying yourself, right?
Yeah, I mean, let's make a test. For example, I'm right now doing an app, but I'm not paying a lot of money to creation. I'm just using AI for that. So it's a way of testing. I'm not spending a lot of time and money on that. Same as if you maybe.
What is the app for?
For creation of communities and meet people.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that later, maybe another time.
I like this. Is a nice page, just in case. That's what Steve Jobs did, see the idea. By the way, this is like a big thing. The communities is like now it's funny because we are just in a living room talking, but in the future people will come to this episode. Yes, they were talking about the community, and there was the guy doing the shit from the website and the app. But what happened is that in the same way that Bitcoin, I forgot to explain this on my YouTube channel, in the same way that Bitcoin is trying to bypass the banks and how they can go like peer-to-peer, also the idea of the communities is the same. You can peer-to-peer wisdom. You need the gatekeepers like the university or the prostitute. No, you can go from person who knows to another person that wants to learn without the middleman. But okay, let's continue. So, I like what follows in your. He tiene su plaque like a university. What follows on the plaque, please?
Well, another way, I think that brain limitations over barriers in our heads is always be strong. Try to be as strong as fuck. We are men. We need to not cry or not tell our problems to someone else. But I think that makes us to choose bad decisions.
Not sharing the.
Yeah, exactly. To isolate it because I'm a man. I don't need anyone. But in the end, you'll see that you need same as God. You need connections with real people.
We're biblical today, right?
Yeah.
We're biblical.
Yeah.
And also, it's like when people don't share the important things, they start sharing stupid things. That's the one, And the other one, for example, just to show my finger, I had a bad diagnosis from a doctor. I went to the hospital and the doctor gave me a bad diagnosis. So thanks to a video, a follower from Spain, he told me, Jose, what you have is soft tissue, it's not bone, it's tendon, no es hueso. So imagine, sometimes the importance of having feedback from other people, but at the same time, we cannot be talking about our problems. So it has to be just with our inner circle somehow, right? That's interesting.
Yeah, of course. And in order to have an inner circle, you just need to go out and talk to people.
Totally. By the way, that's part also of the community, and the community we think about something that is online, but also can be, it's very simple I have to say, but also a community can be real life, you know, people from, this guy, Mauricio, he lives 3 blocks from here, by the way, he lives next to a school, the Sol Querubina.
Yeah, fine.
You don't find him there, exactly next to the school. I will show you the picture of his house. Yeah. But apart from the nice ladies that goes to this Sol Querubina school, what I'm trying to say is that you can make contacts from your close district, you know, like cities. Like you want to have friends from all around the world, but also, you know, from your place there are people that more or less share the same values, more or less, right? After the Sol Querubina, maybe he doesn't share my value anymore. But please, let's go continue.
And that's I think that's it has relation with scarcity mindset, right? Yeah, because thinking that I mean, touching your case, you think you mentioned in the past that you can fix your own problems by yourself, searching on the internet, but there's sometimes that if you don't spend time and money on trying to help you as someone that depends on you, let's say your pet or let's say some of your family, that mentality makes you taking bad decisions that maybe affect your body or affect you in some way.
And the distraction, by the way, for example, your dog is sick, right? So you can, okay, let me wait 2 or 3 days to see if he goes like hell, or you can take it to the vet, right? So depends in what state of your financial situation you are, but there is a moment that it's better to take it to the vet. So now you have, you know, this peaceful state of mind, and you can continue working. But ignore your fact, the dog, and then things start to accumulate, right? The dog, the car, and then at the end, it's like, why I cannot take good decisions? Because in the background, my brain is thinking in all these small decisions that I didn't take on time. But okay, let's go. So far we are saying that this conspiracy theory is interesting how we deviate, right? It's all about the way that you word things, the words that you use. What about the cartoons? I mentioned this, but the cartoon must be a big thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same shit. They're trying to make normal to show cartoons with trans people, people using. I mean, you see lately, right? New cartoons, the new ones, showing new, let's say, lesbian people.
Yeah.
Right, kissing each other. I think there was a movie that was a lot of problem with that. It's showing for 1 second kiss for 2 women, and there's a lot of problems with that. But I think that's the response of that's the result of trying to change our perception.
What about protecting the weak? I think more or less we are going to that. So the weak people. So their tool is to, for example, they cannot attack you directly because they are attacking, right? But what they can say, oh, let's protect these future lesbians that your kid will see in the future. So in order him not to bother these women, we want to show lesbian to him in an early stage. So when he sees these 2 lesbians, now he's going to be comfortable. But at the same time, you're destroying everybody else. So perhaps a way to take over society is just protecting the weakest people in society, and from that, destroying everybody else.
Exactly, and actually the 2030 agenda, the main objective of that agenda is to kill people, kill human, as mentioned. How do you say it? Impulsar?
I promote.
Promotes lesbian people or the LGBT community, promote abortion. What are the results? Killing people, because you can procreate, you can have babies in both of those situations. And as mentioned, they do want to convert us in something else from human beings. They want to convert in robots.
What they call the mark of the beast, right? That is the chip that goes inside. And now that you mentioned the gays and the lesbians, also the trans, because the trans serve an extra purpose. The gays and the lesbians is no kids. But the trans is recurring revenue, because you need to be every month injecting the hormones and all the treatment that you have to keep your new sex that look like shit. But some people are willing to do it, but
I mean, the pharmacy market is huge. he's the hugest
Yeah.
market in the world. So yeah, the people that the thing in that time, you know, in 2020, that the vaccine, you know, will help you. There were lying all the time.
Yeah, some people still believe in the vaccines.
Oh fuck.
For real, there are people that still believe that, that was a good thing.
But in all vaccines do the thing.
No, they believe in the 2020.
Oh, okay. No, yes, those one were really
so
fucked
that's
up.
what I'm saying. Right?
Yeah.
So, and again, we go back, it's kind of the same story with different, how we say, ¿no? Here in Peru, la misma chola con diferente razón, but it's the same, vaccines are good, yes, they are good, but not that vaccine, you know, cartoons are good, of course, but not that cartoons, so that's why we need to pay attention to the details. The devil, el demonio, no? The devil is in the details, so when you sign a contract, long time ago, Mauricio told me we should do like a software to check, you know, bullshitting contracts. Remember? But that was a good idea. Always the devil starts there, you know, like what is the thing that they are using? Coming back, for example, to the cell phone, right? The cell phone is a great tool, but not to describe like we're an asshole. It's a great tool, but for example, WhatsApp, good, but how much is WhatsApp good? That's the question. Okay, let's continue, please.
Well, talking about mobile phones, yeah. A smartphone is really smart, as the name says, but right now people are using it not as a tool, using like I think as a god.
Yeah.
As a tool for seeking knowledge, a tool for praying, to be really all the time with that. So if we, as I mentioned, everything going to the same point. If you forget that there's something more important than that, as God, let's say, and you give that importance to another tool that maybe cheats on you or tries to give you trashy content.
Or even a superstar, right? Like if you worship a superstar, also is a way to brainwash yourself because you're allowing this person to.
Yeah, the superstars are just are let's say customers of that market.
The puppets.
Yeah, exactly. They're the puppets of that.
You know, you were talking about a cell phone. You just gave me an interesting conspiracy theory. Let's try to plan this conspiracy theory. It's like, do you think the selfie was promoted by the elites to justify a camera in the front part of the cell phone?
Oh, that's a really good
because usually long time ago, I was checking my phone. My phone is there now, and usually I remember long time ago, if the phone was like regularly, you know, facing the screen up, the camera was pointed down, so no problem. But somehow, if you want to see all the time, you want cameras in both sides. So what better way to put a front camera all the time there? Could be, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it has sense, you know. Since the camera was created, people always try to make the photos by
like Day Lopez.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Day Lopez. That's the one before. Yeah. That's why you created the selfie.
Yeah, but I mean, I think could be some of true, and they can all maybe leverage the moment. Yeah, or if they are recovering themselves, let's surveillance that people.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, right now our phones are listening to us. They are, Mark Zuckerberg is just using our information just to...
And they are connecting, by the way. For example, my phone and his phone, since they are close, automatically they are sharing some type of data. So it's like, we're fucked, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that's the main important thing. I want to talk about the president. That's how the...
Pajeri?
The putita, yeah.
Okay, what is going on with Pajeri?
So something I mentioned in the community is, I don't know what you think, but I like Dina.
You like Dina?
Yeah, I
Interesting. That's why he waited like 20 minutes so people go away so now he can talk.
Yeah. And you know why? Because that's the president that Peru deserves.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, you're going in that path. Okay, why Peru reserved Dina?
Actually, well, because that's a result of their actions. You know, that they choose. First, they choose PPK. Because of PPK, they Vizcarra and you know those fuckers president.
I'm guilty, by the way. I select PPK. You know what I like of PPK? Sorry to deviate, but I like that he wants to reduce the IGB. And for example, well, usually people don't feel it because you see the final price, right? But when you buy to a company, for example, when you buy to a big company, they show you the price of the product and then plus IGB, and you can see how much goes to IGB. And a lot of money goes, it's like 20% of the price, you know? So whenever you buy something, the real price is 20% less of that shit. But you still, okay, sorry, okay. But okay, so first, yeah, PPK. Then,
it was
Vizcarra, yeah.
And since Vizcarra, everything gets
Yes, that's
and
exactly.
because that started the 2020 situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Peruvian people wants to get always be full or cheap. They don't want to see the truth.
So in an inner level, they are craving, please, I want to lie. I want to be lied.
Yeah, I want to be like, please fuck me, please rape me with taxes. They
Yeah.
always, even though they say the opposite, their actions shows the other. The
other way, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want to say that I was happy with Dina, but since that all people were mad with the marches and people shouting, I mean, it fix your own shit, motherfucker. It's your problem. That's like when Dina fixed his face and increased his salary. It was funny because it's like showing the middle finger to all the people. Right? I mean, yes, she's the person. I like it for that because that's your fault. Okay?
I think she's protected by the president Xi Jinping from China.
China.
Xi Jinping or something like that, right? Because the moment that I saw her picture very close with the president of China, I knew that this president already told her something in advance. You know, like you can do whatever you want, you can raise your salary, do whatever, and he was going to protect her.
You think he's fucking Dina?
For sure, that would be. I mean, if you have all the money of the president of China, I don't think you will. But who knows?
It would be really nice.
But do you think, what about Pajeri, Jose Jeri? I think he has a good PR team because today in the morning he showed a video rescuing three
Cats
dogs.
or dogs.
Three dogs, yeah. So it's like all the millennials, most of the millennials, we kind of love dogs, you know. So it's a way to get a full generation. And also, I don't know, but even though I read on Wikipedia that Pajeri is a rapist and all the things, we don't know. Could be, we don't know. But what I'm trying to go is that he's doing everything to please people like me, for example. He's showing me the feminists crying for him and like hilarious, you know? Like, so it's like, this is too good to be true when I see, you know, it looks like a perfect PR.
Yeah, of course. And I can say that Pajeri is the first person that I feel represents.
You represent it.
That person represents me a lot. Let's be honest. No, but I think obviously everything is it's not too good as you mentioned. It's too good to be true. Everything was in order to make us feel that he's a good guy, but in the end it's the same shit as all of them.
Everything is, as we were talking about social engineer, this also looks like the president is doing social engineer in real time.
Yeah, I think that the guy is a bit kind of have a more it's more smart than Dina and obviously than Castillo, right?
Well, anybody is smarter than those two, but it's not like a big thing. Yeah.
So I think this is we are right now are stable and let's wait for a couple of months and then we have to choose a new president, I hope.
By the way, when Dina entered, I remember some people say, oh, she's smart. Of course, if you compare with the previous one, she feels smart, you know? But if you ask, through all the 30 million, or I don't know how many were, 35 million Peruvian, I think, is that the top 1%? Is that the top 5%? I don't think so. It's like below the 50% for sure. So, but what do you think Pajeri is going to stay? I feel he's going to stay, yeah?
No, yeah, for sure. I think he stay
as a president.
Yeah, before the new elections, yes, I think. Because, I don't know a lot about politics, but you know that politicians or the government and all the powers, they are connected. So if they are good and I think they set up the Dina March because Dina wasn't useful anymore. So they need a new puppet, and the new puppet represent a stable situation even the feminists, all the leftist people still march, but no one cares about them because.
I have a conspiracy theory. You were talking the change, you know, from Dina to Pajerí. What happened if the distraction was trying to move the eyeballs away from the price of gold? I know that sounds crazy, but check. The price of gold went from $2,000 to $4,200, so double the price. So the economy, my understanding is more or less 80% of the Peruvian economy is mining, is minería. People don't want to talk about it, but 80% the Pareto, the 80% is one thing that is mining. So if you have the price of gold going up, at least the collection in taxes of legal mining, I know illegal, should also go up and somebody will be fucking rich in this country. You know? But why we are not having all those benefits coming to the people? Because they are distracting us with this change in president. So that's my deep conspiracy. Do you think it's descabellado? Am I running out of hair just trying to like this, or has some sense?
No, it has a lot of sense. Every time there's a big change, right, in the government, obviously there's really in the backstage there's another a road or new a change in the how do you say in the constitution, right? The constitution.
The prostitution.
Yeah. They change something and you don't care about or you don't see because there's that the president just changed or they declare it's close the Congress, right?
Yeah. Totally.
And they in the back they are making the business. They're making business when that happens.
What do you think about Porky? I have also some conspiracy theories about Porky. Is that
terrorist?
a little free time for this guy to do things about conspiracy theories? I think if a mayor from left, a left mayor, un alcalde de izquierda, it would give this idea of having like drones flying away or doing surveillance, all the people from the right were like, no fucking way, right? But if you put this left mayor, this right mayor, and he said that, the people from the right, he's our people, and the people from the left, they don't give a fuck about drones. So now, when the next mayor comes, we already have the fucking drone surveillance. So what do you think about that conspiracy?
First of all, I will vote for Porky.
Me too. Even though I am talking, I like the guy.
You think otherwise.
It's the less bad from the bad.
Yeah, at least for now. Let's say I don't know what's happening in a couple of months later, but
feeling bad.
The bronze thing, could be interesting. I don't know. I don't have some other. I don't know if the other countries or other places, cities make the same. I don't know what is the results, but doing in Miraflores is kind of stupid because that's the places that are less crime than other districts here.
No, but they say also when I uploaded to the channel, they told me that in Tacna, I think, or in Piura. In Piura, they told me they also have the drones, and the municipality used to increase the arbitrios, so they start checking your house from inside.
Oh.
And sometimes, for example, in Piura, people have their plot of land, sus terrenos, but they close it. So sometimes they build their little house inside. But if you build your little house, now you need to pay extra arbitrios, extra tax. So they use the drone to start checking a map. Oh no, you did something there.
Yeah, let me tell you something that I learned recently with one with a Tinder guy that happened.
Let's talk the idea. Can I summarize the story for you? I will summarize that.
Actually, I'm kind of afraid to mention, but I'll do it. I can do it. The thing is, I was creating an application with a guy that...
The Peruvian Tinder, by the way. It was like a Peruvian version of
Tinder. Okay. Maybe I get killed because I'm about to sell this. Okay,
don't worry. We're keeping the video, don't worry.
Okay, at the end, the guy was crazy and he had problem with his family. But that's not important, okay? That's not important. The thing I learned with that is that when you want to make a really big business with, and we want to make some business, so let's say an application. If people want to give you money or some kind of support, they want something back. And what was happening with this Tinder application? Obviously, the option is the objective of this is to find people to fuck or people to communicate, right? And that's good.
The idea is good.
but where the money comes from?
Yeah.
The guy has connections with the how do you say?
It was like a hospital, right?
Yeah, he works in a hospital.
Is that true?
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I thought it was also false. Actually.
No, we have with the market salute, right?
Yeah, like the health industry.
The health, yeah, exactly.
But with the government, by the way, he was connected with the government somehow.
Okay, so he has a really important doctor there that was really interested on this application, and his hypothesis, he has tons of money, is to save people with energy. Okay, so he was really interested on that because he needs patience just to make his treatments, and the application has options to obviously to register people, but at the same time to register people with problems, with illness problems, or problems on their minds. Let's say pedophiles, or let's say I don't know, autism, mental disorders,
yeah.
and the rest. And with that information, we will deliver that to the doctor.
So he can contact them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so obviously when you make
like a Zuckerberg, but in a baby step, in a baby moment. Okay,
yeah. Okay. So why I mentioned this on the Porky situation? The Porky situation Porky didn't realize that let's use drones. No.
Okay.
That comes from another person that sells you the drones. Right?
Yeah. Totally.
So obviously, so you are sending the drones. Why what is the benefit of that? And it gives you more safe, more security.
Yeah, totally.
We can save more people, but in the end, maybe there's someone else to say we can have more information for people
got you. The data collection
that lives near to Miraflores, and the more most of them, not all of them, but have money and have power in some kind. So we can, in some way, to surveillance those people at the same time. We save the security of people in that district. So it could be something like that. That's
also to sell location, because yes, you can buy location. I understand there is a way to buy location from people by baskets, not individually, right? You cannot buy like Mauricio location, my location, even though I say he lives next to the school that is here, right? But what I'm trying to
I moved in a couple of months, so that doesn't matter.
What I'm trying to do that. You can exactly tailor by person with these cameras, so you can start selling. A lot of companies will be happy to know that I'm walking with my dog every week, like that day, that hour. So how can we target this person for publicity that moment? And if now people are having problems to save money, imagine if you have even more information away. Now it's going to be even harder to stop spending money. It's kind of interesting, the data collection of Porky, the Porky data collection.
Yeah.
But still, as you say, if he shows for president, I will try to also elect him. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying Porky will be the perfect president. No, nothing near to the truth. I mean, he has a lot of disadvantages, and as I don't let's say he's right wing. But the right wing, not everything is good in right. I think, and that's my opinion. The thing that will save us for destruction and that destruction of ourselves is to authoritarian government. That's the thing that we need, at least, if we want to protect our kids, protect our family, protect the ideas from other countries, or the rules from other organisms, right? Trying to sell us the idea of.
And by the way, maybe it's a good question. What is bad from the right side of the politics, right? So I think I'm more right-leaning. So I think one of the many problems that we have is that the right sometimes try to maximize the production, of bigger GDP, without considering what is the quality of getting this bigger GDP. Let's say that. Okay, we want to allow here buildings for 20 floors. Okay, you have 20 floors, but how many buildings can a block resist without having problems, right? But the right will just, for example, the right oh, that park, we don't need that park, you know, we can just take over that park and do like 10 buildings inside the park.
Like here, there's a park that with some kids play, but I think the government wants to, I mean the alcalde wants to buy, to sell that space to make a new flat.
You know where that happened? In Senati. You know the Senati next to my mother's house? The Senati, that used to be a park.
Really?
There used to be 3 parks together, and they took it the whole park, and now it's Senati. Now the question is, that money, there was money involved there. How you receive? They said it was a donation, not fucking way. Nobody donate you a full park. But do we have another topic just to wrap this?
No, I think now we reached 30 minutes. So
no, yeah, no more than that. We're like 45, almost quarter of an hour. So okay, so just to summarize, like a conspiracy theory thing, you know, like what is if we want the people to take something, what do you think will be a good message for everybody here?
Well, if you want to change your environment, you want to change your future, you have to change first. You have to change first in your person.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So stop wasting money on gambling or in women that doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Invest on yourself, motherfucker. That's the big thing. That's why I'm doing this, because I used to get afraid to spend money because I want to save the money for the future.
Yeah.
But the best the best thing you can do with your money is investing in the future. Because it's not wasting, it's spending your time on you or in a course or in a new project. So this is what I recommend for all of people that is still here. I don't know if they're still here.
I think I want to make me listening, but okay. Yeah, after he wrapped with that phrase, what an interesting conspiracy theory to wrap. It's like, if you want to trick people, you print money from nothing, and then you tell them, save this money that is worth nothing, while you keep printing more. But okay, I want to thank Mauricio. As soon as he dropped his project, his app, I'm going to put it, I'm going to show it. It's going to be a community app. I want to thank everybody, and stay tuned to Uncle Balta on YouTube.